Hi, thanks for watching today's video. Today I am with a third grade class. Can you all say hi? Hi! And they so graciously offered to show us some examples of Salvador Dali inspired elephants. So in our class, we have super long pieces of paper. We took a 12 by 18 piece of paper and sliced it in half to make it elongated. Now what we're going to do is, they already wrote their names on their paper. Now we are going to start on the top by drawing basically a normal elephant, but later we're going to elongate the legs. So for the top, we are going to draw the front of the elephant's head just by drawing a sideways C. Once we have done that, we're going to do the trunk next. So the trunk, we like to draw it more up like that, so really extend it out. Start from right where that point was, extend it out, go up, and then we are going to draw a little line. That's just going to be where the end of the trunk is. And then we're going to follow that line all the way back, and we're going to stop right there. We're going to take this little part right here. If you draw just a little bit more and add a little line, that's actually the mouth. Almost like a letter T right there. Then we are going to add a little curve underneath. That's just going to be like the chin of the elephant. You sort of see how it's sort of coming to life a little bit. Now for the ears of the elephant are very, very large. We're just going to go back up here and go woo. Yes. And to make it look more realistic, you can add some lines extending outward just like that. What's nice about the eyes, you just make a little dot right there. Now, once you do that, we're going to start on the body. I like to draw the booty. Can y'all say bootyful? Bootyful. And to make the booty, you're just going to draw a nice curved line just like this. And then the last two steps we do before we extend the legs are just planning out where the legs are going to go. So once we draw the booty, let's go back to like right underneath this chin head area. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. I like how I'm hearing 1, 2, 3 in my classroom. A lot of times we whisper whenever we do stuff like that so we can figure it out. Draw a little belly, a little bit, and then draw 1 and 2. So we did 1, 2, 3, drew a curve, 1 and 2. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot something on the booty. What goes right here on the booty? A tail. We almost forgot. It almost looks like a little paintbrush. Now, once you do that, we got to plan out what we're going to do for all this. All right, now we're going to be drawing the legs. Now, what you need to do, in our class, we're doing pencil first. I'm just doing a Sharpie in the video to make it easier for people to see. But you want to start where the first line is, and you need to draw straight down the best you can. I'm not a perfect drawer when it comes to drawing straight lines. Get close to the bottom. Like we're going to stop maybe about 3 inches from the bottom, almost like a finger's length away. And we're going to do that with each of these legs. So I'm just going to draw, and it's okay if some of them are a little bit bigger or really wobbly. Salvador Dali, when he drew his elephants, he drew them almost like they're little branches, little sticks, almost like an insect. So we're just going to draw those in, and we'll skip forward. Now that we have all these, it sort of looks like a barcode. Just cap off the bottom of the feet just by drawing some lines. Draw little toes. You draw like little letter M's, like about 3 bumpies. Now, once we do that, we're going to start thinking about the background. All right, so next, we're going to be doing the background. The background is a little tricky because you don't want to accidentally draw through your legs. You're just going to start wherever you want the first hill to go. Do like a wiggly, wobbly diagonal. And like, look, I already messed up. You know what? We move on. I'll just thicken up that line. I'm going to draw. So now he's on that little hill. And I think I'm going to draw another hill like above it, going this way. Now, in Salvador Dali's pictures, he likes drawing buildings in random places. So you might want to put a building, like let's say I'll just put a building, like a nice tower building, like right here, with like a window here, maybe a door. And speaking of that, in his artwork of his elephants, he also likes to draw buildings on top of his elephants. So I think I'm going to draw a building on top of this elephant. And you do not have to, though. We like giving our classes some choices on how to do stuff. But I think I'm going to draw a nice building just like this, almost like a house that I would live in. Now, after this, my class, they have to Sharpie in their lines. And after we Sharpie, we'll show you some student examples. Now, we colored in our houses, if you want to add houses. I even added a Salvador Dali inspired clock. You can add extra like surrealist things that you think would be really cool, like in your dreams, you put it on here. We then use crayons to color in everything. And the reason why you do crayons is because when you do paint, all of the stuff you colored will stay the same. All the crayon wax will push away all the paint. So you're just going to take your paintbrush, add whatever colors you want. Like I might want to do purple. And even if I get a little bit of purple around the house, you can see how that purple just bounced right off. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple there, a little bit there, and a little bit right there. All right, so I'll find paintbrush. I think I want some blue above it. And to blend colors, to make it look more dreamlike, you just take another color. I'm just gonna add a few little drops, little swipes here and there. Now I'm gonna take a clean paintbrush, and then I'm just gonna use water and blend them together. So just adding water, sort of mixing it in, clean off my paintbrush, move around that purple, just barely dipping it in. You'll see how it's becoming really mixed in. And we're gonna paint everything here, and then last we'll add the show one last time that whatever colors you want blended, add it to above the color. Make sure they're not touching first. Use just water. You can like mix them together. So now it's making like a green color in the middle. And look, it's still gray. I accidentally touched that part of the elephant. I might take a little bit of blue, just a few drips. Sort of just add that and sort of mix it in so it looks even more green. In real life, like not on camera, it looks way green. Now this area, we just painted solid brown. But to add shadow, you just take a little bit of black. And since this paint is still wet, if you just add a little bit in there, right where those lines meet, you have nice shadow. You can even put shadow underneath the elephant's feet. Maybe some underneath that house a little bit more. Maybe some underneath this clock. And there you go. We have a Salvador Dali inspired elephant.